All right, it's a beautiful rainy day here in the Pacific Northwest, and I'm in my mechanic garb. I'm going to do a little box opening video on the ExxPower Lithium 105 amp hour 48 volt golf cart battery. New to the market, they've been heavily advertising on Facebook. So, as an early adopter of another lithium battery after my Uno debacle, let's see how this one goes. So here we go. Here's how they ship it. 2 boxes. Get that out of the way. Let's see what's in here. SMCZ charger manual. Looks pretty standard. They give you a little power inverter. Looks like a drop-down converter in there. Power plug. Yeah, that's pretty much it in there. The pretty typical lithium battery charger that, pretty much everybody seems to use. They all look very, very similar. This one's got, a nicer plug setup to it than what the other guys generally use. So I'll set that off to the side. There's the infamous Hot Wheels cart that, went through all the bullshit with Uno. You can tell since I haven't had any batteries that worked for it, because they are stacked up over here. There's what's left of some Uno cells. Cart's just been sitting here. Put it on roll around wheel dolly so I can move it around, because as we all know, an RXV locks up the brakes when it doesn't have power. All right, so let's see what we got in here. So there we go. There's the name of the company, ExxPower. They've been pretty heavy advertised online, saying that they are, forgive the poor video quality, I'm doing all this one-handed basically. World's first EV grade batteries. So they're advertising circuit breaker protection and real high continuous amp draws. So let's see what we got in here. Well, that's a little bit of a bummer. It arrived a little bent right there. It's not the end of the world. All right, so that's what they rate it. Continuous discharge 250, 10 second at 500, and 3 second at 800 amps. It has an actual shutoff. That was, I think, a big flaw that some other guys did, especially, well, the one company I can't stand more than anybody else, Uno, because there was no way to shut the battery down. It just sat there on forever. And the third one that failed, so I had 3 for 3 fail, the BMS just drained the battery to dead nothing. And I think that is what happened with battery 2 as well that arrived DOA. So anyway, all right, I'm going to set this down. Let's see if I can balance my phone here. Yep, about 100 pounds. I'm getting too old for this shit. All right, so here's our, looks like the data cable. And then this I was kind of excited about. Yeah, that got bent up too. Look at that. I can fix it. It's fine. Yeah, little pin's a little bent there. It's all right. It's not the end of the world. All right. So had to pause that for a minute. Wifey wanted to talk. But this. D-Win ideal partner for you. So I don't know. They're having somebody make this thing for them. But I like that. Mode button. Probably looks like having an actual screen. And originally I thought it was just going to be just a screen and I'd have to mount it somewhere. The fact that they actually encase it and do all this is kind of nice. So, it eliminates having to figure out with some custom mounting options. I'm hoping to put that basically, yeah, there's Pickle Rick, right in this pocket that the RXVs have, basically kind of up there in the dash. That is the goal in the, you know, updated RXV cup holder style. So I'll lose the stickers. Those are kind of fun. But yeah. So there's our unboxing. Looks pretty well built. We shall see how it goes. I will crack this thing open in a little bit in a second video, but that is what you get. Screen data cable. That screen. Not seeing any battery cables or anything, but I don't remember that being advertised anyway. And yeah, that's what the weather looks like here in the Pacific Northwest. Just pouring rain for the past couple days. So, yep, I'll be busy in the garage. Alright, I realized I might have stopped the video a little prematurely because I didn't really show you the rest of what was going on here. I took that stuff out of the bags. The only hardware I seem to have gotten is 4 little screws, you know, for mounting the screen, but no, you know, bolts for the battery, terminals. I mean, that's not really that big of a deal. I'm sure they're pretty standard. You know, the charger is going to plug in right there. I like that connector a lot. There's our data for the screen. I was curious what that was because it says vent. And I'm like, what the hell is a vent? Yeah, like most things made overseas, you know, there's always some grammatical errors. So that one's kind of funny that it says went. What I really like, though, I thought was pretty slick. You know, to say it's surge, you know, it's got a big breaker on it protected. So you unscrew that, pop that open, and it legitimately has a full-on 125 amp, 400 volt, 50 hertz. Let's see what else is on there. Looks like 125 amp breaker. So, you know, which probably has, you know, a certain amount of, like any breaker, you can exceed it for, you know, a certain amount of seconds, like on your house, before it pops. But that's awesome. A big main disconnect to be able to shut everything down, I find incredibly appealing, because then, you know, something's going wrong, there's a little bit more safety involved in it. Clip shut, and then, you know, it also screws shut. These little terminals pop off. It appears so far to be very well made. You know, there's just a decent amount of thought put into. Oh man, that's bent there too. Son of a bitch. Well, yeah, just on that side. Like the top corner there, and the bottom corner there. I mean, they probably should pack these things in a little bit more than just some foam and a cardboard box, being that they are 100-something pounds. Shipping weight from FedEx was 110 pounds for all this. So I assume the guys in the warehouses are not too happy moving these things around, coming out of the LA area, you know, like everything else from China. But there we go. Hopefully that helps. I will keep you all updated on how well this thing works.